Hi there, this is the pre-lecture for modules 13 and 14, Introduction to Biotechnology. So we're in the last part of this class. Congratulations, you made it. Couple of things about module 13, 14. They're pretty much about biotech and society. So we're going to talk about ethics and regulations. So the ethics piece, again, these aren't really hard topics. They're totally different from what we've been talking about. So just kind of move your thinking cap over to a different way of thinking and just engage best you can in thinking about these topics in terms of how biotech affects society. As far as content areas for module 15 and 16, that is kind of a hoopla wrap up of all the coolness that biotechnology is beyond medicine. Okay, we spent a lot of time talking about biotech and the body cells and cancer and all things like that. The last couple of modules take us back out kind of into the wide world, very focused on the environment, a little bit on criminology and identifying dead loved ones, forensics, but the main focus of module 15 and 16 is bioremediation, which is using living organisms to clean the environment, and also different alternative energy sources, what are called biofuels. And biotechnology is a big part of the energy picture, according to a lot of experts, for the next many, many years of human development. So I hope you'll think modules 13 and 14 are really interesting as far as just thinking about the social ramifications of biotechnology. And I hope you'll enjoy modules 15 and 16 as kind of a cap to remind you of all the potential and possibility of biotechnology. And we especially target some things here in the Bay Area so you can sort of start thinking about, even if you're not into the medicine piece, which is kind of an obvious application of biotech, you can think about other places where you might be interested in the field in your future. So the modules 13 through 16 are not hard per se. They just have a lot of different content pieces. So they take some time, but I don't think you'll feel that they are hard. So budget time, but I wouldn't stress out that there's going to be a whole lot of new ground to cover. Just go through the lectures, take your notes. The quizzes should be pretty easy as long as you do that. I don't think it's really a challenging set of topics, but it is broad, so you do have to, put in the time to get used to the information. Okay. Since it's the last week and since this is summer school, I'm going to give you a teeny bit of advice about timing. The due dates are slightly different for modules 13, 14. They're all due Tuesday. So the quizzes and the assignment 5 are due Tuesday of the week, so July 20th. So you got to do those things on either the weekend or Monday or Tuesday so that you can get those assignments in, the quizzes and the assignments, by Tuesday. Okay. For modules 15 and 16, those assignments are due Thursday and Friday of this last week, so the 23rd and the 22nd and the 23rd. So, you got to get it done during the week, and this is because the semester ends, okay? I give you, there's one last report to do, which is a mode of action description, so you talk a little bit more at the molecular or chemistry level about how a biotech technique works. That's due Thursday, the 22nd. So there's a lot going on this final week. Obviously, modules 13 through 16 won't be on the final. I won't test you again on them, but you do have to finish the assignments and the quizzes during this final week. The final report, hopefully you've been thinking about a little bit as you went through modules 11, 12, 13, 14, and you should be ready to write that up. Okay, so just tackle this last week, sort of take in the big picture of biotech, and think about this exciting field, which is kind of a new one in human history, and I think it's going to be around for a long time, so congratulate yourself on learning about it, filing it away in your head for your future, or maybe you're going to start that future now. So definitely contact me with any questions you have about moving forward in a biotech career. I'm always here at Contra Costa College, and you can come see me, talk to me, email me, call me, all that. Okay, you'll probably see one more video from me before the end of the semester, but if not, thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this overview of this incredible field that we have here in science and biology. Okay, bye-bye.